Welcome. I'm Martin Dowman, licensed Unity teacher and co-spiritual leader of the Light Center in Baldwin City, Kansas. I'm speaking to you as a part of Unity of Lawrence. I'd like to begin with a shout out to everyone who's ever had a mother. Hopefully that's everyone. And we have different experiences in what that means for us. To honor mothers is a very important thing. And also to notice that on Mother's Day, some mothers feel unseen, invisible. Those that are not mothers yet, but want to be. Those that have difficult relationship with their mothers. Mothers who have passed away. How about the moms with kids and that are not at school, and so they're having to homeschool on top of it all during this pandemic? How about mothers that have lost a child? These are difficult, and we want to honor all of them, knowing that there is enough love. We have the ability to actually listen to what's really going on and to show up for them, if only just to listen. I think I'll share a little story of my mom and the experiences that I went through as I changed over my lifetime. As a kid, I was one of those kids that was bouncing off the walls. My mom was a special ed teacher who had a full-time job and took care of my father and my brother and myself. And it was overwhelming, just overwhelming for her. And in that process of me bouncing off walls and the overwhelm, it was very difficult for her. And when I was in my mid-20s, I realized that I was needing to recover from addiction. And at that point, my mom and my dad were getting a divorce. And I found out that the whole situation was steeped in this addiction and codependency for all of us. I felt sort of distant at that point. Then I got married. My mom had healed a lot, and my family loved her. As we would look at each other after she would leave and say, "Oh, she is just so fantastic. She knows exactly what to say, and she also listens without fixing." Then she began to show signs of Alzheimer's. My mom became frustrated and angry, and it was so difficult. I would go and see her and sing songs because that was the piece that seemed to still connect for her, and she would sing along. Years of going on like that, and finally, on her last night, I sang arias and stayed by her side until she passed. It was a very difficult time. All of these different ways in which I saw my mom might be common to the experiences we all have in some way, at least the possibility that it isn't just one picture. It certainly isn't just one feeling. One of the pieces that I deeply believe in is the idea that we all have our own feelings. And we don't just have one at a time, we have many feelings. We might be here on this Mother's Day feeling a little bit of sadness, maybe joy, maybe you are happy, maybe you're having an experience of guilt, afraid to make the phone call to say something, unable to make that phone call because she's already passed. But there's also feelings of joy, of love, of moments of connection that do matter. And one of the things that I'd like to have us do at this moment is just to take a pause and to feel all the emotions that are going on and allow them just to be for a moment. We don't have to act on them. We just get to be here at this point, experiencing this. Just take a moment as we each not only hold ourselves, but also we are here holding that sacred ground for each other, for all of us that are watching this. Can you feel the energy connecting? The real path to joy is not by taking all the negative feelings and putting them in a metaphorical box and setting them aside and painting on a happy face and pretending that all is well. That was what my life was like as a child. There were always the process of looking good and feeling like the feelings were happy when they really weren't. And so I acknowledge at this point, both for you and for me, that I don't have to be happy right this moment. I need to be real. I need to be who I am. And I don't have to act out on those emotions. Just acknowledging them is a powerful tool. There's another process that we are going through right now with the pandemic that's going on. We're watching shifts, states opening up and allowing people to move around, the hope that things will turn out well, and the awareness that the coronavirus hasn't gone away yet. And so we are all a little bit discomforted in this. Certainly if your mother is an older person, you may find that you are holding the fear or the guilt or the hope that they will not get it. I want to acknowledge that in this time of separation that we've had, the social distancing, the staying at home, that can be a very difficult time. And I want you to honor yourself in a different way on this Mother's Day. I'd like for you to consider the honoring of the mother in you, the one that can help support, can hold you in that space, to be aware that you are your own mother. You are able to bring forth that mothering for yourself. Hold the inner child and the feelings that might have gone on or might be having right now. Pull them out of a box and just feel them, experience it, and allow it to go. Because the path of us doing the self-care that's needed can change the way that we see things. It not only can change that, but it also allows us to unlock the happiness and the joy, the peace that is possible. Because when we put it aside and we say, I don't want to deal with that emotion at this time, we end up really stopping the whole emotional thing. Because even if you put on a happy face and pretend, you don't really know what happiness is like unless there's the full picture. During recovery, a very wise man spoke to me and told me that to be able to see and to know who I am, I need to be able to feel all the feelings that are going on and to acknowledge them. And so for about 3 years, I would journal each night, writing down what happened during the day, just little bullet points, just enough for me to remember, and then just a list of the feelings that are going on. You may find a feeling chart on the web easily to be able to help you if you're having troubles. I had to start off with simply mad, sad, or glad, because those were the only things that I could understand. And over a period of time, I began to understand the nuances of all the feelings that go on inside of me. And now, I notice that at any time, I can be feeling many feelings at the same time, and that none of them need to have front stage at that moment. I can just simply acknowledge that they are there. This is that becoming the observer, being able to just observe the possibilities. Seeing myself, feeling feelings, makes me feel whole, makes me feel like I am here and capable, and that I can now stand tall and then hold sacred space for others. It is an honor and a blessing to be able to be here at this time, to share this idea with you, to be truly who we are. I'd like to take you into a little meditation at this time. So if you're comfortable, I ask for you to just close your eyes and center yourself, grounding yourself, allowing the chair or the seat you're in to support you. And we begin right in the middle of the heart, taking a deep breath into the heart and release. Let's do that again. A breath in and release. And this time as we take this breath in, just feel the connection of love that is in your heart. Take that breath in with love. And now release that and send that love out in every direction, connecting with everyone around you. Send it even further. Send it out in the community. Send it out around the whole world. And now let's pause and hold this space of love for ourselves, to hold on to ourselves and cradle the love, the light that we are, and that we are allowed to feel whatever we are going through without judgment. And now we open ourselves up to seeing Mother Earth with the millions and millions of people that live on this planet, going through this same experience with us of being in a pandemic that is difficult. We honor all these people. And we also honor this world, this Mother Earth that we are on, acknowledging the healing that it is receiving in this time, the deep changes in the way that we act upon this earth, the possibility that things will be different when this is over. And we say that without fear. We say that knowing that our hearts and our love are in it all. We are love. We are light. And we can make a difference as we listen to ourselves, as we listen to others who are needing someone to hear. It is a time to honor all the people around this world, this planet, knowing that it comes from within our hearts. And so we take this moment in silence. And we now awaken to our new self, the awareness, the consciousness that we are being the very best we can be. And so when you're ready, you can open your eyes and wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers and know that we are here now, together, and that we are all honored. Bring out that mother from within you for others and for yourself. Blessings.